Hello, today we'll study a very small topic, 15 marker or 20 marker question can be asked from this topic, that is Jajmani system. So, what do you mean by Jajmani system? This is the first question. It's a very simple topic. In one word, if I want to explain, there is an Jajman or Yajaman who is a head, who is in a very influential person. There are low caste people or servants who provide service to the Jajman, and he gives grains and all the essential materials for the slave, for the serving class, not slave, sorry. This is the meaning of Jajmani system. Okay, so if you write like this, will you get marks? Definitely not. In order to explain you in an understanding manner, I've said. So actual, what is, you might get a question like this: what is Jajmani system? Okay, and explain in detail, give reasons for its decline. A 20 marker question can be asked. So, definition. You don't need to write your point of view. Usually in anthropology paper 2, you need to mention an view of an anthropologist, Indian anthropologist, or British anthropologist, or American anthropologist. So first one, if you want to define, Yoginder Singh has defined Jajmani system as an arrangement based on reciprocity in intercaste relationship in Indian village. Okay, did you get? So this is a definition. Okay, from where this concept Jajmani was first seen in Indian society. This is a Yogendra Singh definition. Then, who was the first one to see in Indian village this concept? See, this concept was first proposed or first seen by William Herbert Weiser. He's an anthropologist. In his book, The Hindu Jajmani System, which published in 1936. So the concept of Jajmani system, concept or the term which was first seen from the William Herbert Weiser's point of view. So you just mentioned definition, then William Herbert Weiser, an introduction can be seen. William Herbert Heiser introduced the concept in his book, The Hindu Jajmani System, in 1936. He studied Karimpur village in Uttar Pradesh. He observed functional interdependence between land owning higher class, higher caste or higher, which are known as Jajman, and the landless or artisan caste, which are known as Kamins. One who gives the service is known as Kamins. One who takes the service is known as Jajman. Based on the following exchange. Okay. He is a Jajman and a Kamin. Goods and services, food and gifts. So the Kamin does all the services to the Jajman. In exchange, he will give food grains and other gifts for the Kamin. Okay, this is a simple way. You have to start your introduction by definition, then begin with William Herbert Weiser's The Hindu Judgment System, what he has said in a diagrammatic way. It's good. Okay, that's it. So if you start, let's move on to the lecture, in deep lecture. Judgment system. The judgment system is a traditional system of economic exchange and social prevalent in rural India, especially in the north and central regions. Jajmani, cultivating caste, that is land owning caste, Jats, Marathas, Yadavas, etc. Okay, these are the they are the judgments, or ejman, kind of village head people or higher caste people, you can say. And providers who provide judgment gives food, grains, clothes, protection, other necessary. Kamins, sevak caste, serving caste. Examples of the carpenters, blacksmith, potter, barber, dobi, chamar, provides hereditary services as per the customs and tradition. See, the Kamin caste is hereditary. Once, if his father gives the service to the judgment, even his children's, even that work they will get addicted, and they provide the services. Okay. Example, service provide carpenter. Even the carpenter's son also does the same work, and he started to give that service to the judgment. Blacksmith provided so service. Okay. The term judgment is derived from ejman, beneficiary, and judgment is a service provider. It is based on the principle of division of labor and reciprocity. You provide the service, I'm gonna give you the grains. Under this system, certain castes commonly acted as a patron, other serving castes provide hereditary service to them. In return, the service caste receives payment kinds such as share of crops, grains, clothes, and other goods. It was not a system of wages but of customary rights and obligations. What are the main features of judgment system? Based on caste and hierarchy. Main thing is that it is based on caste hierarchical system. The lower caste are the service providers. Who takes a service is an upper caste. So it is hierarchy. Service were performed as a matter of rights and duty. It is right to give services. Payment was made in a kind, not in a cash. So see, this system was introduced before the cash economy. The cash system was prevalent, which in the Indian society. Relationship was long term and continued from generation to generation. It was a systematic of mutual interdependence of social solidarity. What are the significance? You don't need to write significant and all. Just see, in anthropology paper 2, you need to explain the versions of an anthropologist. As I said, Yogendra Singh and Herbert Weiser. It ensures economics security and services of caste, maintains social harmony and independence of villages. It was well organized system, situation traditional harmony. It's not conclusion. Judgment system was important institution of traditional Indian village which ensures mutual benefit and stability. However, with the advent of modernization, educational market and cash economy, this system has declined and largely disappeared from the most of the part of India. Now, don't see the Jajman system more prevalent in even in a rural economy also, okay, because of modernization, urbanization and land sealing act. uh, all this act brought system education among the lower caste. Even they rise their standards, even they become very dominant in the society. So you don't see this Jajmani system. Same thing. The matters or the content is same, only the images in order to explain in a better have written. Kamin, service provider, lower caste family. Usually Kamins are from lower caste family. Judgment pattern, higher caste, land owning family. Payment, he give payment in cash, no cash, only food grains, whatever the needs necessity they have. Usually the judgment will give to the Kamins. Kamins perform hereditary service for their judgment for kinds of paid cash kind, payments in kind, food grains, fodder, tools, shelter, etc. Even in a few North Indian villages, they even provide an places for house construction. All those things are provided by judgment. Definition judgment same. Jajmani system is an interfamiliar intercaste relationship pertaining to the pattern of super. I see this definition is not required. As I said, because in anthropology paper 2, you need to explain in point of view of an anthropologist. As I said, what give start your with Yogendra Sharma. Sorry, Yogendra Singh. Okay, Yogendra Singh. What he has said. He defined Jajman system as an arrangement based on reciprocity in intercaste relationship in Indian villages. Then Herbert Weiser's explain. All this we have discussed. See, Jajman Praja relation, how the relation Jajman Thakur or Reddy, Dobi, Scavenger, Lohar, Nahali, all who are these service providers to the higher caste. What are the uh, views on Jajmani system? Lewis were of the he was in a view that the wider difference in exercise of power between the Jajman and the Kamin led to exploitation of Kamin. It's what Lewis said is that Lewis he was in the view in he was in the view that the wide difference in the exercise of power between Jajman and Kamin led to exploitation of the exploitation of Kamin. I have already written. Okay, but what, however, this view was rejected by Harold Gold, and Ram Ahuja. They argue that the Jajmani system, what Jajmani system is there now, ensures sustainability of society and provide economic security to Kamins. For any disputes, caste councils were always present. Besides traditional norms and expectations boundaries, the judgment to be patronizing were beyond. Also, the Commons could gain patronage of several judgments as shown below. That's it. See what Harold Girl and Ram Ahuja has said. They were village council set up. If they are exploited, strict punishments were given. So Kamins got so much benefits from the judgments when they provide service. Instead of caste system, they had all this reciprocity medical. You provide service, I'm gonna give you food grains. I'm growing food grains, so I'm gonna give you clothes, all those things. You provide me a service. That's what Harold Gold and Ram Hauja's point of view. And in last, how this system got declined. Reasons for decline of Jajmani system. One is like, see, anything if you want to mention, don't write it in a general way. You have to mention in terms of anthropologist view. First one is monetization. Chand and Srivastava 2014 studied Jamgon village in Madhya Pradesh. They found that today landless laborers, Kamins, are demanding contract based wage employees rather than the payment in the kind. The landlord's judgments have had accepted this so that they cater of to the urban, even the global markets. See, before Kamins used to provide service and they were getting food grains, clothes, and now even Chan and Srivastava, when they conducted a field study in Jargon village in Madhya Pradesh, they saw Kamins are demanding the cash. Even judgments also adopted this, they have accepted. So this is a money economy and bank money economy, bank, all those systems had moved to forwardness. Even shifting agricultural system, technological access, you can write all those things. Modernization, westernization, sanskritization, all this system had led more education among the lower caste or the serving caste. Even there were a lot of class like civil service classes. In British era there was a separate class called middle classes. So after British land labor acts and all those this act and labor act, all those this had brought more education. Even Kamins have got lands because of land reforms. Kamins have got lot of lands and all those things. Even education system from hereditary, before what the carpenter or a barber, barber son was becoming barber because that job was hereditary. Now it's not like that. Anyone can become any profession. They can choose any profession. So all this made the decline of Jajmani system. Now you cannot see Jajmani system, it's very rare. So that's it. First, if I want to summarize, right, Yogendra Singh, then William Herbert Weiser, then views of Jajmani system by Lewis, what he had said, and what the counter argument came from Harold Gold and Ram Ahuja. Then what are the reasons for decline? Chand and Srivasta's case study in Jamgond village of Madhya Pradesh. What it has, what are the reasons are there? You write all those things. So in 15 marker, this is more enough. That's it. Tomorrow we'll be covering 3.3 scared complex. Scared complex will be covering, and man spirit complex also, man nature spirit. Two topic we will be completing in tomorrow's lecture. That's it. Thank you.